Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Peachy and this channel is all about my Sylvanian families collection. In today's video I'm going to be unboxing these two sets that you can see here. On the left hand side we have the new Hamster family and they literally just came out in June 2025. And then on the right we have the Baby Dream Showtime set. This is a 40th anniversary set and it came out a bit earlier this year. This set is an Amazon Japan exclusive at the moment, so the only place you can get it from is Amazon Japan or through a reseller. So I was waiting for the hamsters to come out so that I can combine these two orders together and save a little bit on the shipping, as the shipping from Amazon Japan can be a little bit pricey internationally. So let's start with the hamster set and then we'll do the Showtime set. So here are the new hamster family. Their family name is Sunflower, very apt for their designs. This is the very usual standard packaging that we see on standard range items, so it's very likely that these will get a worldwide release at some point in the future. Usually it takes about a year. You can see they've also got a storybook in here. The set consists of father, mother and triplet babies. These are the newborn baby size, the very tiny ones. You can see on the back of the box there's a little story here about them. I'll run that through Google Translate in a minute. And also this cute setup image of them with this beautiful sunflower field. You can also see here on the box, 25 for 2025 release. So let's get them open and take a closer look at them. So here they are without the glare from the packaging. First up we have the father. This is Toby Sunflower. He's of course fully posable. I like his outfit, it's really soft colours. The green check on his trousers is particularly pretty. I really love the soft colour of this and the little sunflower accessory on his shirt. The outfit is all one piece. And he has a little moulded in tail, not dissimilar to the Biscuit Bears who came out recently. His head is the kind of scratchy flocking, almost the same as the maple cats on this orange part. The white is very soft though, so that's obviously been painted on. So if you're not a fan of that, that's probably just something to note for these figures. I really love his design. He's so cute. I love the round faces. They've just got a very, very cute look to them, these hamsters. Toby's little bio is that he really enjoys summer and he wants it to last as much as possible. He loves growing sunflowers in his greenhouse as that's what he kind of associates with summer, that particular flower. Then we have the mother. This is Penny Sunflower. I love her dress. The fabric on the bottom here almost looks like it could be a Liberty print fabric. It's so detailed. Really love that. Love the yellow gingham. Love the kind of lacy top she's got going on. Really pretty, intricate dress. Of course, she has a sunflower motif as almost a brooch. The dress is a one piece as we would expect, and she also has the same little moulded in tail. She has a different colour variation though, and she is very soft apart from the very tips of her ears, but the whole of her flocking is soft all around. Penny's little bio is that she loves going for walks. She's so full of energy that whenever she fancies a walk, she'll pop the triplets into the stroller and just walk and walk and walk. So she must be very fit. Put them next to each other, you can really see that differentiation in marking. I really like it when the families have different markings. It just brings a little bit of interest. Then here is the first of the three little triplets. This is Sam Sunflower, and they are a very quiet baby according to the bio. You can see it's the normal baby romper fabric, but it's scrunched in at the neck and at the feet, which gives a really rotund view, probably a little bit more rotund than the figure actually is, but it's a very cute effect. The little sunflower seed here is sewn on like a button. And Sam is the same coloration as the father figure. Again, the flocking is quite rough apart from on the white parts. Cute little pink nose as well. I think this mould is adorable, especially in this teeny tiny size. Then in orange, we have Nora Sunflower, and apparently she absolutely loves the sunshine. The design is the same, just in a bright orange colour instead, and she has her own little sunflower seed. I love how they've sewn these to look like they're being held in their little paws. I think that's so cute. She's also the same colour variation as her mother, and her base mould is the same as Sam's, just in the different colour variation. And then last but not least, we have little baby Upton. The mould on this is different, as you can see. He's got these really chubby cheeks. I absolutely love this. I think he's so cute. Unsurprisingly, his little bio says he's a very big eater, which makes sense. He's got this greeny turquoise romper on. It looks more blue on camera, but it's definitely more turquoisey mint in real life. Got his own little sunflower seed that he's munching away on, and presumably lots stored in his little cheeks. Then the set also comes with this pram piece, so I'll just get that out now. So here is the pram. It comes in two pieces. You've got the body of the pram itself, and the wheels do turn round on this. They're also sunflower yellow or with a sunflower design. Really appreciate that and the called out colour details. The basket looks like it's made of kind of wicker, which is very pretty. You can see the detail on the inside as well. And then it also has these sections for these sunflowers. So these could either be a kind of handheld piece or put in a vase, or they can be used to decorate the pram. And they can go in either of these holes, so you can have the pram facing either way round, which I really appreciate. That's really helpful. And then this should nicely fit the triplets in, so let's have a look. There we go, they look very cute in there, all set up to go for a stroll. I've also Google translated the story on the back of the box, and it talks about the hamster family being out having a stroll, and they find themselves in front of this beautiful field of sunflowers. Toby is obsessed with them. He's talking about how summer's the best and how he could look at the view all year round. Then there's a particularly tall sunflower that he's taken with, and he's looking at the view, and as he's tipping his head back to see just how tall it is, he tumbles over backwards as he was looking up too much. So it's a cute little story, and I'm sure the storybook includes a much longer story about this family. Now, this is not the first time that we've seen hamsters in the Sylvanian range. There's been two hamsters previous to this. There was this family, who are the Hamilton hamsters, and there is this family, who is the goldback hamsters. I only have one other hamster figure, and it is this little goldback figure who I got in a baby blind bag. I think it was the party series with his little happy balloon. He looks very similar to Penny and the other hamsters in this family in this coloration, so I think he will now be adopted by this family. But I would say these hamsters look closest to the goldbacks, who are all in this colour variation. They also have this little diamond on their muzzle though, but the orange is kind of a very different colour. We've not seen that before. So it's interesting. If you've ever watched a series called Hamtaro, they look a little bit like that to me, this coloration. Very cute, and I'm glad that my little baby goldback hamster now has a family to be adopted by. Now let's take a look at this circus themed set. This set is a really fun theme. I don't think we've seen a particularly circus set for quite a while, and I love the accessories it comes with. They're really fun. You can see there's 4 figures in the set. We have 3 standing size babies, and then we also have a newborn baby in the top hat there. The packaging is a bit different to the usual packaging we see. It's got these cute balloons on the top and this kind of orange to pink gradient effect. So obviously you've got the 40th anniversary logo just there. The background makes this look like it's to go with the amusement park set or sets. Those balloons and kind of a magician magically vibe there. In the back there's a cute setup image, and then there's also everything that comes in the set. Usual warnings, and we can see again it came out in 2025. I think that's the same image again on this side. I really like the balloons. It's a fun motif. Here's how the bottom of the set looks. So the set comes with 4 babies. They are Angela Pookie, and she is dressed as a juggler and she has these little juggling rings. We have Hilton Bubblebrook, and he is on the unicycle. We have Angelica Marlowe, or Angelica Tuxedo, as a magician, and the little tiny baby I think is Poplar Snow just by the colour on the outfit, and they are the White Rabbit in the magician hat. So let's get them out and take a closer look. I'm particularly interested to see their costumes as they look quite detailed. This backing card is really pretty. I love the design on this. Perfect for the amusement park theme. It's also got a really pretty flower tile pattern on the floor. Then here they all are laid out in plastic, as well as some accessory bits and bobs. Oops, sent everything flying. So these pieces I think are to hold Hilton on the unicycle. There is some instructions. This is like a survey card, but there's some instructions on the box here showing how to set it up so that he can freestand on that. And also here for how the little juggling platform works. So we'll test those out in a minute, but that's what this piece is, and then I'll just pop that to one side. First of all, let's take a look at Hilton. He's differentiated from all others in his family by this little painted star on his face. I'm in 2 minds about this. I think it looks really, really cute, but it does mean that if you wanted to dress Hilton in a different outfit, then he's always going to have the star on his face as it's painted on. So I guess it depends how much you like to dress up your babies in different costumes. I usually keep them in the same costumes they come in, so it doesn't bother me too much. But I can see how it would be a problem for people who like to dress up their babies in different outfits. I really like the colours on this romper. The fabric is kind of a soft, almost fleecy kind of felty fabric. It feels similar to how the rompers usually do, but it's obviously very detailed with all these different prints and these coloured stripes and the star. The matching hat. I love the bobble on the end and just the detail on it and around the collar. Looks very, very cute. Definitely looks like a circus performer. Then let's take a look at Angelica. She's got a little bit of fluff on her face there, so let's just get that off as best we can. She also has a star painted on her face, so again, same as what we just spoke about with Hilton. It depends what you like to do with dressing up your babies as to whether that's going to bother you or not. This outfit is gorgeous. It's kind of a silky fabric, and then it's got this lace around the bottom. It is all one piece, and I think it's elasticated, so if you wanted to take it off you could. I'm not going to, as it looks like it would be fiddly to get it back on. But it's really pretty. It's almost like she's got a skirt and waistcoat and then a blouse underneath with this pretty bow that matches her star, and also this gold brooch. The dress has a few layers as well. It's kind of a taffeta layer and then this printed star layer and then the lace that we mentioned around the bottom. It looks more red on camera. It's a little bit more of a hot kind of Barbie pink in real life. But really love this outfit. This is incredibly detailed considering the tiny size of it being on the little baby. I think this top hat can probably also go on her ear like so. Very, very cute. Whilst we've got that out, let's take a quick look at it. I think this is actually meant for the newborn baby rabbit, but it does fit on her as well. I like that there's different colours on it. It's got a little star on the top and then it's got a star and moon on the front with this navy band. Cool little accessory. And we'll have a look at the stick as well while we're here. Walking stick with a nice yellow star on it. The paint job is not the neatest, but you wouldn't be able to tell from very far away. Then we have Poplar, the newborn snow bunny. I love this outfit as well. It's just a normal romper and it's in a kind of silky fabric, but it's got a gradient on it from yellow to pink and then stars and ruffles around the bottom. Some nice lace at the collar and this pretty iridescent yellow star brooch. And the hat that Poplar sits in is like a big version of the one I just showed you, except it doesn't have the moon and star detail on the front. It does have a star in the bottom though, and also there. He fits quite comfortably in there, and I think we can also put the little hat on him and it fits him very well, his ear helping to really keep it on. Oh my gosh, he looks absolutely adorable like that. Then the final figure in the set is Angela Pookie. And again, she has a little star painted on her face. She has another more clown-like outfit. I really love the dots and circles and stars on her dress. Little pockets. This is the same fabric as Hilton's outfit. Also this ruff around her neck. I think this is more of a skirt piece and then the ruff is like her top piece. It's not connected in the front, but it is connected in the back. I think the star of her outfit though is this adorable jester-like hat. Love the two colours on it. Love the pom-poms. It's just very, very, very cute. So in terms of the other accessories, we have the juggling accessories, which consist of this balancing board on the can. I don't know whether you've seen this kind of juggling, but kind of rocks back and forth while the person's juggling. Very impressive to be able to keep balance and juggle at the same time. There's some nice details on the can actually. The paint they've used on the metallic looks good, the mould looks good, it really looks like a can. And then there's also the juggling rings. So these two are moulded together and then this one's separate. I like the colours on these, they're nice and bright. And then for the unicycle accessories, we've got of course the unicycle itself, and the wheel does move on this. The details are actually really nice on this. There's a little flower at the point of articulation, saddle and pedals, all called out in different colours. So I think the detail on that's lovely. And then there's also a floor piece which completes the stand I was showing you earlier to help the figure be able to stand up on this without assistance, which I think is nice to include because obviously something like this is not going to be able to balance on its own. And that's all the pieces the set comes with. Let's test these out and see if they work well with the figures. So let's start with the balancing one, and it looks like you need to slide the feet on like front to back. So like so. And yeah, she fits on there really well. She's standing quite happily. And then it also showed the little rings in her paws. So this one, apparently her paw will fit in the gap. Yep. And the other one, you can just kind of wedge it under her paw. And she does look like she's juggling. That's really cute. I like that they've thought about how these could be practical as well as just nice to have accessories. And then for Hilton, it shows having this around his waist and tilted so the angle is this way, pointing downwards. So let's pop him on the unicycle. I'm not quite sure how we go about... Oh, there we go. It kind of clips into place. I hope that came through on camera because I'm not sure I can do it again. But kind of like this, and then you can kind of snap him into place with his feet on the pedals. That then makes him tall enough to slip into here, and then the stand does its job of holding him up so he looks like he's unicycling. And if you put it this way and position his arms in such a way, you almost can't see the stand either, so that's cute. I think the only way they could have made it less obvious is maybe to have this plastic part in a clear plastic, a bit like they have on the new fairy sets. But you could equally turn it around and have it the other way as well if you want to be able to see the little star on his cheek. But I think those are really well thought out. They work really well. And then here's our other little members of the... I'm calling it a circus, but it could also be a kind of magic act type situation. I think they're so cute. Love these two particularly for their practical accessories. These are going to look really fun on a scene. Maybe it's like a fete and they've got a little circus corner. That's how I was envisioning it in my head anyways. I don't have the amusement park stuff, but I could really see how these could fit into my village at a village fete or a school show or something like that. But here's everyone we've unboxed today all together. I hope you've enjoyed taking a look at these new sets with me. I've had them for a little while now, a couple of weeks, and I just couldn't wait any longer to open them. Let me know in the comments what you think of these sets. Are they ones that you'd like to add to your collection? Are they ones you're not particularly fussed about? I'd love to hear. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now.